So welcome families to our third parent information meeting. Our goal for these meetings is just to share some information to make virtual learning a little bit easier for you and your family. As we said before, we're going to share some information, then there will be time for any questions you have at the end. So I'm going to go over what our plan is for today. The first thing we're going to do, Ms. Langley is going to go over information regarding our progress notes, and I'll share a video about Parent Portal. I wanted to give you an update on our independent work expectations. And then towards the end, Ms. Killian, our family engagement specialist, has a couple of things she wants to share with you regarding our family survey. And then there's a family Zoom meeting coming up on October 9th, and that is for, I believe, the whole school. But she will be able to speak more to that when she's able to join us in a few minutes. So let's keep rolling. So as you are most likely aware, we are going to be sharing progress notes soon, coming up next week. However, in order to access your child's progress report, you will need to sign up for and log into your Hampton City Schools parent portal. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So this is the Hampton City Schools website. You can access this at hampton.k12.va.us. And I located this under parents and information for parents right here. And then it's called the Parent Student Portal. So on here, there's a lot of information, but as kindergarten parents, there's a good chance that you have not yet set up an account. So we're going to go ahead and share the setting up an account video with you. Oh. Okay, here we go. Sorry, had to make sure my settings were all right. So here's the video from Hampton about setting up your parent portal account.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to log into Hampton City Schools parent portal. By doing this, you'll be able to check your child's grades, look at their attendance record, and set up email notifications to receive word when any changes have been made in the system. To start, access Hampton City Schools' main website at hampton.k12.va.us and click on the Parent Portal button here at the top right. You will notice that this says Parent and Student Portal. Your child can also log in and check his or her grades during the school year with this portal. Click on the button and we're ready to log in. If you already have an account, you'll type your username and password here. If not, please contact your child's school. They will give you login information that can be used to create an account. You'll enter all pertinent information here, and then the access ID and access password you receive from your child's school will be entered here. Once that information is complete and you click enter, your account will be created. Let's take a look at what it looks like when we log in. The main page you see when you log in is your child's current grades and attendance by class, and then quarter or exam or semester, and the number of absences or tardies they have for each of those classes. The navigation bar on the left allows you to access grade history, attendance history, and set up email notifications. But before we do that, you must know that if you have more than one child in the city, you're going to want to go to Account Preferences. From this page, you can add your other children's accounts to your account. Click on the tab that says Students, click on the Add button, and put in the child's name, access ID, access password, and the relationship. To set up email notifications for your account, click on Email Notification, and you should find the primary email address listed here, but you can add additional email addresses for co-parents, grandparents, or anyone else that you would like to receive emails about your child's grades. Under What information would you like to receive, check each box that indicates something you'd like to see in your recurring email. Finally, you decide on the frequency for those email notifications. You can get them weekly, every 2 weeks, monthly, or daily. If you have more than one child set up on your account and you click this box, this will apply these settings to all of your children. Finally, checking the last box will send you an email right now so that you get to know what these emails will look like. If you'd prefer to use a mobile device to access your child's grades, here at the bottom of the navigation bar is a district code and links to the App Store and the Google Play Store for the mobile applications for PowerSchool. Click on the one that most represents what you need and write down that district code, XQNQ. You will need it to set up your account. Once you've decided on the settings for this, for email notifications, click Submit, and a green bar that says Changes Saved should appear at the top. When you are done accessing your child's grades and so on, you want to click Sign Out at the top right-hand corner of the page.
Right. So like I said, that is the information for logging into Parent Portal, which is how you are going to view your child's progress reports this year, because we're learning virtually and we're not providing paper copies automatically. So I'm going to turn over the mic to Miss Langley, who's going to share a little bit of information about the progress reports. I know I said progress notes on this slide, knowing that now. But, so Miss Langley is going to explain our plan for that.
So they will go live on October 1st. That is Friday. And so once you are set up through the Parent Portal, you'll be able to view that next Friday. The grades for progress reports are different from report cards. If you've had children in kindergarten before, the progress reports are similar to all the other grades, whereas our report cards are very different from the other grades. On progress reports, there's a general grade for each category for language arts, math, science, social studies, conduct, and work study habits. And it's just an overview of how they're doing. We've only been here for 3 weeks and we're 11 days in. So we're just be looking at how they're adjusting, are they paying attention, things like that is mainly what we're looking at right now. We've been going over some things like counting, so maybe we'll be looking at, how are they progressing with just what we've done so far. The possible grades are O, S, N, and U. O is outstanding. Well, we are not at that point yet in the year. There's still a lot more to go. So rarely do we get outstanding on progress reports because it covers so many categories, as you'll see once you see the report card, how many different facets go into each grade. Satisfactory, they're where they, they're progressing, they're attending to class, and, they're coming along. They're adjusting to being in a virtual setting. And, might be, if they're just having difficulty in any area, but it's very, very early in. So those are things that we will have talked to you about already. And then O, or U, as we get further in, the expectations, of course, change as we progress through the year. So here, the first 3 weeks of school, we're just looking for that they're starting to adjust. As we move further in, we'll expect more in order for them to get a satisfactory, that they are learning the things that we've been going over. So, for instance, on report cards, at the beginning of the year, we look for a certain number of letters, but by the end of the year, we want them to know 24 letters. So if they got an S at the beginning of the year for knowing 12 letters, for instance, at maybe the first report card, they wouldn't get an S for 12 letters on the fourth quarter report card because the expectations change throughout the year. So that's just something to look for coming up next Friday. So if you can go ahead and try to get set up on that parent portal between now and then, so that if you do have any questions, you can let us know. And so you'll be ready to see those reports live once they come out. Any questions at this time? Okay.
And just a note, if you have not already received your parent portal information, you can ask your child's teacher, or you may contact the main office to get that special access code for each of the children that you will be adding to your parent portal account. So the teachers have that information, as does the main office. So, all right. So we're learning and growing. So we have had so many issues with Splash Learn and people getting logged in and being able to complete the lessons, and sometimes the lesson accuracy hasn't been great. So as an alternative, the teachers, all of the kindergarten teachers have added ABC Mouse as an option. So just like Splash Learn, you'll go into Clever and you'll look for the ABC Mouse little icon. It looks just like that right there. And your child will use the learning path that is on there to progress naturally through the math standards that we practice in kindergarten. Because math, it's not just counting and all of that. It all builds upon each skill that we do in math kind of builds on the skills before. Excuse me. So you're going to want to make sure your child is learning in kind of a logical fashion. So that learning path is there to help keep your child on a logical progression through the math standards, but there are some additional math games and stuff if you should choose to play those with your child. Okay, so please let us know if you are having any trouble getting into ABC Mouse. We hope that this is an easier website to use than Splash Learn ended up being. Like I said, this is all new to all of us, so we're all learning and growing together.
I think we had a question. Ms. Talton, did you have a question about that?
Yes, over the pandemic, we had received free access to ABC Mouse. So he's already had an account, but you want him to do it through the Clever app so you guys can track it?
No, if you don't want him to start over, you can keep him doing the account that you have already. We just, to keep things simple, we had that Clever access, but since you already have that and you're comfortable using that, please continue to do that. The Virginia Department of Education decided that there was additional time that needed to be spent outside of school. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Our class is not getting like graded on their ABC Mouse stuff or anything like that. So as long as you're, as long as you're continuing that practice for your child, it's totally fine. That's a good question.
Okay.
Thank you. So, there we go. Uh-oh, that's not what's supposed to happen. All right, so that's the end of that's why I could do it. All right, so I'm going to actually turn the mic over at this point to our family engagement specialist, Miss Killian. She is phenomenal and wonderful, and I'm gonna make her a co-host right now so she can share her screen, and she's got lots to share with you guys, so yes.
All right. Hello, kindergarten families. Nice to see, hey, Ms. Talton, nice to see your faces. So I just wanted to pop on with one reminder and one announcement. The first reminder is, I'm going to share my screen here. Desktop, let's see if I do this right. Not as tech savvy as these teachers. There you go, can you see that? So this is the Tyler Families website. It's just tylerfamilies.com. There's all kinds of great resources and information here, but I wanted to show you this today, this yellow bar at the top. If you have not taken time to, did it just go away on your screen too? Look, I accidentally opened shot. Is that showing on your side? Okay, it went away. Clicked the wrong button. If you have not taken the time to fill out the fall survey yet, please go to tylerfamilies.com, that yellow bar at the top. It's just a quick survey. We use all of this data to create our events for the year and to create parent resources, and it basically lets us know what do you need, what are you looking for, what are you interested in, and so forth, as we kind of shape our program throughout the year. So that link will close tonight. So if you haven't had a chance yet, I would greatly appreciate your input. And then secondly, an announcement that just went live here. Guys, there's too many buttons on the screen. There we go. That just went live here earlier, is we are going to have a Tyler Family Update, kind of a Zoom chat coming up on Friday, October the 9th. And that is, if you possibly attend, well, you're kindergarten parents, so maybe not unless you have older kids, but we kind of did something similar to this back in May, just kind of a check-in, see how families are doing. We do kind of have a few slides, like announcements, things at the beginning to go over kind of different frameworks of programs that we have here at Tyler, Title I, and what that looks like and so forth. But we're also really going to use it as a time to get some feedback from our parents and hear, how's it going? What can we do? What are some things, how can we support you better, and so forth. So an exciting perk to this is our community partner, Hampton Roads Educators Credit Union, has donated 4 $25 Amazon gift cards that we get to give away. So at the very end of that meeting, everyone who's signed on is going to be entered into a drawing for those, and we're going to draw them live. And then if you win, we will email you that gift card code, so you don't have to worry about picking it up or anything. It'll shoot right to your email. So that's a great little perk for attending. So we'd love to have you if you're able to join us. I'll be sending lots more reminders as we get closer, 2 weeks from today. So that is all that I had to share with you. I would love if you guys had any questions for me, anything that I can answer for you. I know that your kindergarten team is phenomenal with keeping you guys, keeping in great communication with you all. And you're very fortunate in that they are definitely a unique team in that respect. That they just really, really go the absolute extra mile to keep those communication lines going both ways. So kudos to them. But so yeah, if you ever have anything that you need from me, your teachers are the easiest first step to get in contact with me, but you can always go to that tylerfamilies.com website as well. There's a quick contact form on there too. But I am here to support you, and I'm looking forward to an awesome year. I'm going to try to tune into as many of these on Fridays as I can. So thank you, kindergarten team, for having me.
Thank you.
Turn it back over to you.
Thanks, Ms. Killian. So we're going to open the floor to any questions from families. So please remember, this meeting is being recorded. So if your child pertains to your specific child's academics or accommodations, that's maybe something to be addressed with your child's teacher. But if you're having trouble with any of the websites, anything like that, we'd love to hear so we can help troubleshoot some things. So go ahead and ask anything you need. Go ahead, Ms. Dalton.
Okay, I was wondering about the resources. So do they log in at like 11 o'clock in the morning before they go to PM classes, or how do we do the resources?
So are you talking about the resource classes like art, music, PE, that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So technically, the official answer from Hampton City Schools is that from 11 to 12 is your time to do that. However, you can use whatever time in the day works for you and your family. Because your child is only expected to be on Zoom for the 3-hour afternoon session. You can do that in the morning. You can do that after the Zoom session. As long as you're doing it at some point in the day, we're not going to tell you when to do it. So
Those are pre-recorded, so you're not actually Zooming in physically with the teacher. So that's why they're available at any time.
Yes. So,
Okay, and also for the homework books, we've been reading, but I didn't know I was supposed to put them in the classroom box.
yeah. So if you can just like, you can start now. He's not going to be penalized for not, you know, we just have a reading log. So all you're doing is recording the titles of the books that you're reading. You can go back and do any that you remember. You can just put your initials in each line to say how many, you know, how many days you've read. We're going to be super flexible with that, because it's not like you know, during the school year, a normal school year, we would send a paper reading log home and it's kind of there and you just write on it and do it. But everything's a little bit more complicated when we do it virtually. So, like I said, if you just want to go in and put your initials in the you know, for as many days as you've read, I'm not going to be mad. It's fine. So, yes. That was a great question. Thank you. All right. Any other questions about anything? So we are here. Okay. Yes. So I'm just going to reiterate, you're the parents. Your child's teacher has all your parent portal login information that you might need. So if you need that, please reach out. I think the preferred way for us to send it to you is probably on email. So please make sure that you're checking that email, and we can, you know, get you logged into Parent Portal, because progress reports do go out next week. And if we are not back in person, we will do report cards that way as well, I would assume. But that might be wrong. So
We don't know that yet, but
yeah, we don't know that.
we assume.
That's me predicting, making a prediction. So yes. So if there are no other questions, we will let you guys go. Thank you for joining us today. We really, really appreciate it. And we see how much hard work you're putting in every day to keep your kids on Zoom and engaged and learning. So thank you. Thank you, families. This is hard work, but we can do it together, obviously. So have a great rest of your day today. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing your kids on Monday. All right.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.